Graduating class. This individual has the great honor of being chosen by his classmates to represent them today, expressing their views and thoughts on one of the proudest days of their life. The class speaker for the 164th Basic Class is Officer Charles Ney of the Beckley Police Department. Officer Ney was born in Seoul, South Korea and grew up as a military brat. He lived in Korea, Hawaii, Georgia, and spent most of his childhood in Germany before settling in Georgia and graduated from Harlan High School. He started a career in the Army in 1993 at Fort Benning as an infantryman and recently retired from the military with 22 years service. He currently lives in Beckley with his wife Kathy and his two boys Chad and Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Officer Charles Ney.
Hot up here, or is it just me? Good morning. State Police Academy Director of Training, Captain Lee, Deputy Director of Training, Sergeant Taro, Academy staff, honored guests, sheriffs and chiefs, fellow officers, and most of all to the friends and family in attendance. On behalf of the 164th Basic Class, I'd like to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony. We'd like to thank you all for being here to support us on this very important occasion. It seems like it's been a very, very, very long time coming. I'm Officer Charles Ney of the Beckley Police Department, and I'm honored to be the the class speaker for 164th Basic Class. I'm pretty sure when my class selected me to be the speaker, it was because they thought that I was most likely to say something completely inappropriate during my speech. And normally they'd probably be right, but they were smart enough to make sure that my speech came before I got my diploma. So instead, today I think I'd like to take my classmates on a short trip down memory lane. This has been a very long 16 weeks, full of some very interesting memories. So I'm going to go over a few right now just for my class. Who remembers day one? I don't. I don't remember a whole lot about day one. But I do remember one thing. I remember a name, and that name is Hendershot. Everybody remembers Hendershot? Well, Hendershot was a little late that first day, but actually he really wasn't late. He was a few minutes early. And that's when we got our first kernel of Academy knowledge. If you're on time, you're late. Everybody remember that one? Well, actually, and then a couple days after that, we got in the cafeteria 2 minutes early. And we paid for that one too. So we were in some kind of a time paradox where if you were late, you were wrong. If you're on time, you're late. And of course, if you're early, you're wrong, which is the same as being late. So that first week was just like a great big black hole of wrongness. No matter what we did, we just kept getting sucked back in. So who in their right mind would volunteer to be OD, Officer of the Day, during week one? Wideman. That is exactly who. And man, she really took a beating that first week. I think everybody can agree on that one. But here she is. This is week 16, graduation day. And she's still here with us. How many others would have rung that bell after the beating that she took? Who would have rung the bell? Who would have just not come back for week 2? And yet here she is. And that's one of the things that I really love about this class. Our instructors gave us every possible reason to quit. And some people did quit. But the 36 people that you see here today in this audience, they didn't quit. They kept coming back every day, every week, every month, until finally they reached this point. Because they wanted this. They wanted to be officers. They wanted this more than everything that they could throw at us. Late to bed at night, up early in the morning for PT, physical training. And man, that physical training. I got to get something off my chest. On the days that First Sergeant Petrie led PT, I didn't get every rep in. But in my defense, good God, man, slow down. I mean, where's the fire? If I don't see another burpee for the rest of my life, I'm fine with that. In fact, I don't want anybody to say the word burp. If you burp around me, you're not excused. Ever. And push-ups. I'm pretty sure that we single-handedly lowered the elevation of the academy by 4 feet just by pushing the ground down every day. I think I felt my ears pop in week 8. And who remembers the deck of cards? I still get physically ill when I see a deck of cards. I was on Facebook the other day, somebody sent me one of those game requests to play blackjack. I actually heel palm strike my computer when I saw the ace of spades. Someone asked me what we should give the first-time creditors as graduation present. I told them a nap. And PT wasn't even the worst of it. Who remembers OC spray? Yeah. If you've never been OC sprayed, let me try to explain it to you. Just imagine somebody poking you in the eye, and then just imagine their fingers on fire, and then imagine the walls are on fire, and the ground is on fire, and the person poking you is the devil, because it's like being in hell. It really is just, it is that bad. If I got any officers from my department here in the audience, just fair warning, if you ever accidentally OC spray me, we're probably going to be YouTube sensations, because I'm going to tase you. And whoever we're arresting is probably going to be videoing the whole thing. Boxing. Who remembers boxing? So there's some things we go through here in the academy that if you've never been through, you don't want to have to experience on your first day out on the street, obviously. Some of the things like boxing are an opportunity for us to experience that physicalness. We all got paired up pretty well. Me and my partner, we had a plan. But basically, we were just going to throw a couple jabs, don't hit too hard, dance around a lot, and kind of make it look good. And that worked pretty good until the fight started. And then all I could remember was, this guy's punching me in the face. And then I was thinking, we did not agree to punching each other in the face. So then I punched him in the face. So you can see what it felt like to get punched in the face. And what did that lead to? Yep, more punches in the face. It was the longest minute ever until MAT training. Now, MAT training is multiple assailant training. If you don't know what multiple assailant training is, basically you in a room with 2 other guys just trying to defend yourself. Now, spoiler alert, those guys are pretty big and they know their stuff. So pretty much all morning I went around just talking junk. I've never been a quiet guy anyway, because I'm talking trash to them, staring them down, giving them that. I think I told Trooper Barker at one time that I have never waited this long to whoop somebody's butt before. But all I really accomplished that day was making sure that I was the only person who walked in there and absolutely deserved the whooping that I got. And I got a whooping. But I could talk all day about the memories we've had. 16 weeks builds up to a lot of memories. But I'm sure my classmates have their own stories, and you're going to hear a lot of them from them. But I'd like to leave you with this. If you're law enforcement here, you've probably heard this, but it does bear repeating. Lieutenant Dave Grossman has one of the best analogies for police work that I can think of. And this is it. There are 3 types of people in this world. There are sheep. Most of the people in our society are sheep. They're kind, gentle, productive creatures who can only hurt one another by accident. There's nothing wrong with being a sheep. Sheep are very important. It's necessary. Then there are wolves. And the wolves in this world will feed on the sheep without mercy. Then there are the sheepdogs. And the sheepdogs live to protect the flock and confront the wolf. Well, today in this audience, I see 35 sheepdogs. 35 sheepdogs graduated. And if the day ever comes where we are called upon to confront the wolves of the world, I'd like you all to know that I will proudly stand shoulder to shoulder with any of you, my brothers and sisters, and defend our flocks. And on that day, Lord have mercy on the wolves. To all of my classmates, good luck. Stay safe out there. And God bless you all.
Thank you, Officer Nate.